Hello all. In the last section, we have discussed about automatic control system, automatic control system and its components, and also we have discussed one of the controller, that is proportional controller. Now we are going to discuss about integral controller. Okay, so already we have discussed what is controller, where actually the controller is used, and what is the block diagram of automatic control system and its components. So I am going to discuss about integral mode controller or integral controller. Okay, so here in the integral controller, the rate of change of proportional controller is directly proportional to error, that is dp by dt is directly proportional to e. The integral mode controller is directly proportional to the error. The integral controller is a device that produces a control signal u of t which is proportional to the integral of the input error, e of t, or I can say this one, or I can say that the integral controller is a device that produces a control signal p of t. This one control signal is p of t or u of t, anything we can consider the variable. Here I have considered p of t, which is proportional to integral of the input error e of t, that is u of t is directly proportional to e of t dt. From this we can get this one, integration of e of t with respect to t will get p, right? So here p of t is equal to integration of e of t dt, the same signal. So if I remove this proportionality constant, I will get p of t is equals to ki integration e of t dt. In Laplace transformation, p of s is equals to ki, and integration of e of t will be 1 by s, integration of anything will give us that one divided by s. If we are having the differentiation, that will after Laplace transformation we will have into s, integration by s. Okay, so p of s is equal to ki divided by s into e of s, where ki is the integral scaling. After removing the proportionality constant, I got ki. This is known as proportionality. After removing this proportionality, we will get one constant, that is known as integral scaling. So if I draw a diagram, input is equals to, this is ki by s, this one into this one will get us the output p of s. Okay, so in integral controller we have to consider one definition, that is reset time. We have to consider the one variable reset time, because this is the thing we are going to use for the analysis of integral controller in terms of time. That's why we have to define here reset time. Okay, so here ti, reset time, is nothing but 1 by ki. What is ki? Ki is the integral scaling. This is a constant we got after removing this proportionality. Okay, so p is equals to what is ki? Ki is nothing but from here ki is equals to 1 by ti. Okay, substitute here 1 by ti integration of e into dt. So from equation 1, after substitution ti ki is equals to 1 by ti. Okay, so p of s is equals to 1 by ti is nothing but ki. Okay, from equation 2, p of s is equals to 1 by ti s into e of s. This will be represented in diagrammatic point of view. E of s is equals to 1 by ti s is equals to p of s. Okay, so how to calculate the steady state error? The steady state error will be calculated uh, for the system which is having the disturbance qi. Okay, the steady state error ESS formula for the system which is having the disturbance qi. So how means, see, okay, this is the integral controller I am using for the closed loop control system. This is actually, the summation is for input signal and the feedback signal error will be calculated by using the summer. Okay, the input is known as here the set point minus, from this we will get the error signal that is given to the controller, that is known as g1 of s. From here we got qi. Okay, and the output, this is the input, output is p, and this is given to the adder or summer for and this summer is used to either add or subtract the disturbance which is coming out externally and the output of this integral controller. These two will be added or subtracted by use this adder. Next we are having the plant, first order plant we have considered, and whose transfer function is 1 by 1 plus ts. This is the plant we have discussed in the last session, and whose water level is height h, that can be maintained, and that is given as a feedback signal to this summer and adder. Okay, so this is the control system, automatic control system we are having. And for this type of system, the steady state error can be calculated by using the formula limit s tends to 0 s into qii of s into g2 of s divided by 1 plus g1 g2, right? So this is g1 and this is g2. These two are controller and plants are acting as a blocks, forward blocks g1 and g2, and qi is nothing but a disturbance. Okay, so like this, the steady state error can be calculated for the automatic control system with the external disturbance which is denoted by qi. Now in the integral mode, I am considering the disturbance or error as a unit step signal. What will happen if I consider the error as a unit step signal like this? Which is having the magnitude A. This is the error signal I am considering. Error signal. step signal or sudden input. Step signal, it is also called as sudden input. Okay, so why it is called a sudden input? At t is equal to some t1, the input is, the step is suddenly raised, so that's why it is known as a sudden input. Okay, so if I give the sudden input or step signal, if I consider this as an error signal, what will happen? Okay, so already we know that the P is equals to the equation for from the integral controller. P is equals to 1 by Ti into integration of E into dt. E is nothing but the error signal. So this is the equation we got earlier, this one. P is equals to in terms of Ti. P is equals to 1 by Ti integration of E into dt. Here the error signal I have considered it as a step signal. This one. So if E is equals to A, unit step signal whose magnitude is A, which is equal to 1. Unit means equal to 1. So it is unit step signal I have considered. Or a step signal. You don't write here the unit step signal. It is a step signal which is having the magnitude A. Then what will happen? Then P is equals to 1 by Ti integration of A into dt. So what is the integration of a constant? It is 1 by Ti into A into whose integration will be equal to T. Okay. So here A by Ti into T. So what is this? This output is a ramp signal. Ramp signal is denoted by some constant A into T. A is nothing but here it is a constant term. Into T is nothing but a ramp signal. So for this input, for this unit, for this step signal, what is the output I got? I got a ramp signal which is having the slope A by Ti. Which is having the slope A by Ti. So from this what we can conclude? If the input is step signal, output is ramp signal. The input is suddenly raised at t is equal to t1, but the output is not suddenly raising. It is slowly responding to the input. So I can say that the transient response is very slow. It is not responding in a fast manner for the given input. It is responding very slowly. Okay. So this is about the this is about the transient response. Then we need to conclude the steady state response also. So how to conclude the steady state response? We have to calculate the steady state error first of all. So how to calculate the steady state error? Okay, so before going to calculate the steady state error, I want to take another error signal which is sinusoidal signal. Okay, let error E is equal to sin omega t. So P is equals to 1 by Ti integration of sin omega t dt. So integration of sin theta is minus cos theta. And I want to remove this negative sign. So if I want to remove the negative sign and I want to write in terms of a cos, I want to remove this negative sign for the cos signal. And I want to remove this negative sign means I can write it as 1 by Ti into sin omega t minus pi by 2. Okay. So sin omega t integration is cos omega t, and again for the cos omega t we have to do the integration and I will get omega 1 by omega, that will be written here. So P is equal to 1 by omega Ti into sin omega t minus pi by 2. So it means if the input is sine signal, output is sine signal with a lagging of 90 degrees. Minus pi by 2 we are having. Okay. Output is lagging by 90 degrees, or response is slow. Okay. Now I want to calculate the steady state error. ESS is equals to limit s tends to 0 s into Qi of s. Qi is nothing but the, okay, I will write the formula first. Qi of s into g1 of s divided by 1 plus g1 g2. So limit s tends to 0 s into what is Qi? It is nothing but disturbance or error. So here s into a by s. Here the disturbance I have considered, the error signal I have considered is u of t. Okay, a step signal. Step signal u of t having the magnitude a, and u of s, its Laplace transformation will be a by s. So Qi of s is nothing but a by s, and g1 is nothing but 1 by 1 plus ts. 1 plus, next what is g1? G1 and g2. G1 is nothing but 1 by ts. G2 is nothing but 1 by 1 plus ts. 1 by ti into s divided by 1 by 1 plus ts. Okay. Now do the simplification. So ESS is equals to modulus of ESS is equals to limit s tends to 0. So 1 by this 1 plus ts, this 1 plus ts will be gets cancelled. Ti of s plus 1 and here I will have Ti of s, limit s tends to 0. Okay, after simplification I will get this one. This here the denominator I am having 1 plus ts, here also I am having the denominator 1 plus ts into Ti into s. Okay, so this Ti of s into 1 plus ts plus 1. Okay, so here 1 plus ts into Ti of s plus 1 divided by Ti of s. But actually what we have to substitute? We have to substitute s tends to 0. If you substitute s is equal to 0 here, you will get 0. So ESS is equal to 0. Means steady state error is equal to 0. If steady state error is equal to 0 means the steady state response is very good. If the steady state response is very good, then it will be the advantage for the integral controller. Okay, so integral controller bringing the steady state error to 0, but response time is very low. Response time is very low means it is responding to the input in a slow manner. After giving the input, it has to response within less time, but it is not responding in less time. It is responding very slowly. That's why I am saying that the response time is very slow. But what about proportional controller? I mean, in the last session we have discussed about proportional controller. The proportional controller can't bring the ESS to 0, but the response time is very fast. So the disadvantage of integral controller is it is slowly responding to the input. Okay, but it is capable of eliminating the error. Okay, so this is about the integral controller. Thank you.